Hi friends, I am titling this video, Stop Using a Foundation Mask Every Day, because I am seeing more and more women feel like they have to wear foundation from their hairline down to their neck, ear to ear, and it looks like makeup. It does not look like skin. I am over a 20-year makeup artist. I switched to tinted moisturizer in 2003 and have not looked back because I want my skin to look like skin. I'm 52 years old. You can see all of my fine lines. You can see my crinkles. You can see sunspots, but I want my skin to look like skin because it looks more youthful. And I know what you're thinking. Well, good for you, Michelle. You have great skin. You have nothing to hide. I have plenty to hide. I have discoloration on my nose that happens as we get older. I have discoloration on my chin, sometimes my cheeks, and I have a pretty large sunspot there, as well as sunspots here. One time someone called that Orion's belt because it looks like a constellation, okay? So I want to show you how to cover certain little flaws without masking your whole face with foundation. Today, because it's just my day off and I'm out running errands, I decided to use this Maybelline Bb Cream. You guys, this is about $7. I love this. It has an SPF in it. Right now, because it's summer, I'm using a medium sheer tint. I have some, color, but in the winter, I will go down to the light to medium. I literally just put it in my hands, rub it over my face, and then I'll take a little bit more and kind of dab it through the nose and chin where I just maybe need a little bit more coverage. This scores low on ewg.org. It is a clean product. It might be a 3, but I'm okay with a 3. I'm not super legalistic. When makeup starts to get over 4, that's when I'm slowly gonna start not replacing those items. I'm not throwing it all out. I'm not like being crazy legalistic about it. I'm just letting my current toxic makeup slowly run out, and I will throw it away and not replace it. And I will keep replacing my own personal makeup collection with products that are under 2 or 3 on ewg.org. And also I'm going to build a side pro kit just of clean and green makeup for actresses and actors who prefer green products on their face, and I totally respect that. Okay, so that's the Maybelline Bb Cream. It's not a lot of coverage, but it does even me out a little bit. So how do I cover my flaws? Well, I'm glad you asked that. Today I have on the Tarte Shape. This is not a concealer video. If you want to see my concealer video, just look at my other IGTV videos, but this is Tarte Shape Tape, and I can't remember the color. Let's see what I am. I am light medium honey because it has a slight yellow to it, just slight. And I have it under my eyes today. It's great coverage, but it is a drier formula. So I don't always love it under the eyes, but I will tell you where I love it. I love it on covering flaws. You can take a tiny brush, okay? Take a tiny brush, and we are just gonna go in and we are going to cover our flaws so that the rest of our face looks like glowy, pretty skin, but we can still cover our flaws. So I'm gonna go around the nose, okay? See that? And then I like to use my fingers. You could use a beauty blender, but sometimes I feel like the beauty blender picks the product back up, whereas I love skin blending on skin, okay? And I'm gonna go around the other side of my nose. And as we get older, we get little broken capillaries under the nose, which is super fun, isn't it, ladies? And so it's nice to go in and cover those. So you can see I did it around the nose. This is a great brush too, you guys. This is a Laura Mercier brush, and I don't know that it's worn off, but it's a beautiful, look how little that is. It's really nice for little sunspots, okay? And then if the tip of my nose is kind of red, I can kind of go in there a little bit and tap. I can also take a little bit on my chin definitely is a little bit redder. I get kind of a reddish purpley cast. And see how I'm only doing it right here where the discoloration is, and then I blend it in with my finger. The reason why I don't blend it in everywhere or use foundation is because I get a lot of texture through here. It's called orange peel. It's really super fun. And so I get orange peel through here and I get textury. And then as we get older, we get larger pores on our cheek and our nose and even on the chin. And you don't want to enhance that. Foundation is only going to enhance that. And so we are just going to spot conceal and we're going to rub it in with our fingers. And now all of this isn't all textury because it just looks like my real skin. Okay, let's go in for the big sunspot. This I can't stand, but it's on my driver's side and I grew up in Los Angeles, California. And so, yeah, you're gonna have some sunspots, and maybe some of you weren't as good with your SPF as you were growing up. We didn't have SPF really in the 80s, so I didn't start wearing SPF until the 90s, and we had maybe a 15 at the highest. Okay, do you see how I covered that? And in person, right here, in this magnification mirror, I can't even see that. I don't have blush on yet, so I do this before I put blush on. And I'm gonna take a little bit more, just a trace amount. There's very little on here. And I'm gonna go into these little sunspots on this side, which is what we call Orion's belt because it looks like a constellation. Okay? And I've got 4 little dots. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just gonna lightly tap it in with my finger. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be precise. You're just gonna kind of tap over a few little sunspots. If you have rosacea, if you have major discoloration on your face and you have rosacea, reach out to me because I have a great product for you. I can't really use it on myself because I don't have rosacea, but I keep it in my pro kit for men who have rosacea, for women who have rosacea, and I use it and it works beautifully. And even they're surprised by it. They always write it down or take a picture of it and then go buy it themselves, even men. Okay, so I concealed my little sunspots and that's all I need. My forehead is pretty good. I just get discoloration on my nose, my chin, and then I have my sunspots. Now, I never powder around my eyes because I've got lines and powder, even the best powder settles into lines. This is it, Bye Bye Powder or Bye Bye Pores. It, guys, I'm doing this, I almost can't feel it. It feels like silk. It's absolutely the most beautiful powder. I still don't put it around my eyes, but I'll tell you what I do. I take a little brush, not a big powder brush, right? Why do we need a big powder brush to cover little sunspots? We don't. You're gonna take a tiny little brush, make sure it doesn't have eyeshadow or anything on it, and I'm just gonna lightly tap over where my sunspot is, where I just concealed it with the Tarte Shape Tape. The Tarte Shape Tape is very long wearing, and like I said, it's a drier formula, so it's not always as pretty around the eyes, but it's great around the nose and on sunspots. You can kind of tap that in with your finger a little bit. Okay. Go around the nose a little bit, around the chin, just right here on the chin. All right, and now my skin looks like skin. I am glowy. If you get close up to my face, you won't see makeup, and it makes me look younger. So I know you can do this. Reach out to me in comments if you have any more questions. It's time to go put my blush on, and I'm happy to help. If you also have other concerns, put them in comments, and I'm happy to do future videos on that as well. Bye-bye, everyone.